Alright, hello bro, I'm back to explain 12. We're here over Brazil, approaching Rio. We'll be there in about an hour and 20 minutes or so. Made nice progress. For a while we actually had a very strong tailwind there after leaving Heathrow, but that of course turned into a headwind. So now we've been dealing with that for the past several hours, but that is just fine. I'll reconnect to VADSIM.
Heading 213. Selected.
I step climbed all the way up to 40,000 instead of 38,000 because VNAV said that it was optimal. 390 is optimal, so I thought 400's fine. I mean, for the memes, it would be funny to climb all the way up to 430 in a 777. We're pretty light today. Let's see where the real flight is. If flight radar wants to load. He is at 38,000 feet and he's only 200 miles from Rio, whereas we're 600 miles out, but that's no, I think we've slightly caught up to him. He took off 1 hour before me, approximately. He has 38 minutes to go, and according to the computer I have an hour and 18 minutes to go, so yes, I've definitely caught up to him. 40 minutes, so I've caught up to him by about 15-20 minutes. We're gonna have a pretty quick turnaround at Rio de Janeiro. If we get there at 10:26, it'll be 12:26 my time, and the flight departs at 1:25. So we have about an hour. That'll probably be delayed by a bit, a few minutes, and then we'll get into Buenos Aires. Which is very nice. Alright, we're still continuing on ever so slowly, air quotes. When is our top of descent? Oh yeah, it doesn't really show it. I mean, it shows it on here, but it'll show up on here when I'm closer to it. It looks like it's in about 400 miles, a little over 410 or so. What are they using at Galeao for landings? They're using runway 15 and then they're using runway 10 for departures. Alrighty. Oh yeah, my flight plan doesn't save over. There we go. And here you can see the beautiful One World livery that we're flying today. Trent 800s.
Heading 215. Set.
There's so many waypoints here over Brazil that it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Oh, there's a bit of a storm in front of me. Weather plus T. So, okay, does
Captain's weather radar tilt selected.
let me increase the gain a little bit. See if anything starts to pop up. Not yet, but we're getting pretty close to where this horrible weather should be.
How can I help you?
A meal, please, if it doesn't trouble you.
Sure thing.
I was thinking that I'm just gonna go around the whole thing and then it's pretty much a straight shot into Rio after that. Because it is pretty nasty and it's pretty big actually. It's right in the middle of my flight path. We did seemingly go straight through one near a little bit earlier. It's picking up something minor off to the right. The Air China next to me is in some sort of death spiral, and he's about to hit the ground, it looks like. I think he has hit the ground, actually. I mean, honestly, if that's the storm down there, then I'm fine, because I'm well above it. But it's hard to tell. The real flight did go around it, a little bit. He also went around the really big one that I talked about, which was a while ago. For 51 miles to go until we get to Rio de Janeiro. So it should be in about an hour. It says exactly 1 hour, and that would make the flight time just under 11 hours. Which is pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie.
Selected.
According to the computer, we're gonna burn another 5 tons of fuel before getting into Rio, which is about right. Maybe 6 tons would be closer, but I mean we are at 40,000 feet now. That nasty weather seems to be mostly below us. And of course the weather in Buenos Aires is deteriorating, and that's important because we're gonna have to fly there after this. I think in real life, because if it was a longer flight, if it was say from Rio de Janeiro to Santiago or something, then well, but I don't know how it works actually, because there would surely be there would have to be 3 crew for this flight. So I don't know if 2 of those crew continue on to Rio, or if continue on to Buenos Aires, or do all 3 of them fly to Buenos Aires? Because you only need 2 crew to fly to Buenos Aires, and then they come back. I assume yesterday's crew will fly to Buenos Aires and then back to Rio de Janeiro, and then they will fly tomorrow out to Heathrow. But they don't technically need to take all 3 crew, but I guess they might as well. Unless one of the crew is allowed to stay in Rio de Janeiro, have a 1-day vacation. So in real life they're about to land in Rio. Interestingly, Rio Santos Dumont isn't open yet for arrivals, or there's no arrivals there yet. There are arrivals at Galeão, obviously. But right now, Santos Dumont is basically opening up now for arrivals. They have some departures already. Hello, Selra. How are you doing today? Yeah, there is something in front of me which looks a little bit interesting. But we are now over some of the worst of it. It's not too bad though. None of it is my favorite. It's all really boring. Does that come all the way up here? Doesn't really look like it does. I guess 757, you could say. Top of Descent should be appearing on or in the FMC shortly. No, it doesn't come up here. Where's the tilt on this thing? Oh, it's right here. If I tilt it all the way down, I wonder if it picks anything up. Oh, it does. picks up a lot. I have my gain turned all the way up, so if I put the gain on 0, or no, I had to turn it all the way down. Oh no, it was all the way up, yeah. Yeah, it picks some stuff up. I'll have it on auto tilt. Doesn't pick up anything, but yeah, it's well below us actually. I kind of remember you. You were on a while back. Yeah, it was the Avioman one. Actually, that wasn't too long ago. Feels like it was a longer time ago. I'm doing a flight from London to Bucharest. That's nice. Bucharest. getting BA, that's also nice. The top of descent did show up. Now we have 180 or 170 miles to go. There's a lot of waypoints on this flight. I don't know why there's so many waypoints in Brazil, and then on my approach, it's kind of ridiculous actually. We have 20 minutes until we've reached the top of descent. And then 23 minutes from there until we land, so it gives us 130 miles. There is a master volume, and then you can control it using B2 volume control, but it doesn't, the 777 doesn't like it, so I'm not using it right now. But with any other plane I would use it. But I usually have my volume set to max or very near the max. And then if it's too loud, then I turn down my desktop volume. Now we can start preparing some of this stuff. So we're gonna do the ILS. ILS Zulu for 1-5. No, actually, it's the ILS Romeo because the FMC had no other option. Okay, that doesn't work. Nav radio. 110.5, 149 is correct. How long is the runway? It's pretty long, actually. 10,000 feet. I'll try to make. I mean, Delta seems unreasonable, but Echo is possible. So auto brake 2 should be fine. We are pretty light. I mean, we are at 40,000 feet. And I believe that the max is already 43,000 or very close to it. 42.7. Which is, of course, the service ceiling, 43,000 feet. Very rarely have I actually seen a 777 at 43,000, though. $260 at 3. Oh, the weather is horrible. The visibility is atrocious. My God. I was not expecting that. Weather is very bad in Rio de Janeiro. Fog. That's never a good sign. It's a direct. It's actually a slight tailwind, if anything, but it's only 3 knots, so, well, 4 knots now, but it's fine. Santos Dumont is operating like nothing is going on. The weather at Santos Dumont is much better, and they're only like 10 miles apart, if even. about 80 miles now from the top of descent. 10 minutes. Very nice. Our long journey is nearing its end. Except that it isn't, because we have to fly to Buenos Aires after this. I have to look and see what gate they went to. It doesn't show. They seem to usually use gate 50. So that's what we're going to use today.
251 selected. Heading 252 check.
Alright, then we're about to start our descent. We have 12.8 tons of fuel. So we're going to land with over 10 tons. And at most, we're going to use up another 2 tons. But we're probably not even going to use up another... Well, just a little, 1.5 probably is what we're going to use. That's what the FMC is predicting. You actually have a choice of British Airways or Emirates among many other airlines to fly between Rio Galeão and Buenos Aires EZE, and then if you include Buenos Aires Aeroparque, there's even more choices. So this is quite a market that they're dealing with. I don't see there being too many people that get on in Rio. There will be some. But I imagine there's quite a bit of cargo that's on this flight, actually. Between Rio and Buenos Aires. So I'm going to load up a bit on cargo. And then take, like, 100 passengers. 100, no, maybe a little bit more than 100.
Flight level 210 check. Flight level 190 set.
Sir,
No, there's nothing there, really. We're not quite landing yet. We're just now about to begin our descent.
VNAV back. Auto throttle on. Auto throttle hold.
So might as well do flaps 30. Actually, what do they use usually? I don't know, 25 is fine actually. Runway sufficiently long. And we'll go with flaps 25 and 139.
speed mode. Auto throttle on. Heading 235. Selected. Auto throttle hold. Heading 233. Selected.
Our seatbelt sign is on. Get the passengers to their seats. We're going to be landing very shortly. Just 20 minutes from now.
Auto throttle in speed mode.
Weather is slightly improving at Galeão, but not by too much. Needs to idle the thrust now. I mean, we're now above the target. And now it wants drag, even though just a moment ago it added a bunch of thrust. I don't know what the hell it was doing. That was just mismanagement.
Vertical speed engaged. Minus 3,000 feet per minute. Selected. MCP vertical speed selected. Minus 2,500 feet per minute. Selected. $320 knots. Selected. Minus 2,300 feet per minute. Selected.
If I select this to 22, we're gonna reach that easily.
Minus 2,000 feet per minute. Set. Minus 1,500 feet per minute. Selected. Heading to course. Heading 278. Selected. Minus 1,600 feet per minute. Selected. Flight level 220. Check. Flight level 190. Check.
This guy's like, what the hell is going on? I'll actually put terrain on my side. I'll put the weather on his side.
Minus 1,400 feet per minute. Check.
Oh yeah, the weather down there is depressing as hell. Look at that.
Minus 1,200 feet per minute. Set. Flight level 150. Set.
What is this nonsense? It wants me 13,000 above its soaring now, and then 5 miles later at vacuum it wants me below 12. Oh wait, no. It's 5 miles later at glow 17 it wants me, but it's still below 12,000. And then what are these restrictions? Like, they're ridiculous. There's so many of them. Anyway, yeah, we are about to enter this.
Minus 1,700 feet per minute. Selected. Minus 1,800 feet per minute. Set.
The transition altitude's 7,000 here.
Knots. Set. 273 knots. Check.
Let's start slowing down to 250
250 knots. Set.
because this is a tight turn, and then we're gonna need to descend pretty rapidly.
Minus 1,500 feet per minute. Check. Minus 1,400 feet per minute. Check. feet per minute. Selected. Flight level 120. Selected. Minus 1,200 feet per minute. Selected. Minus 1,800 feet per minute. Check. Flight level 100. Check. Minus 2,000 feet per minute. Selected. Monitor lights 240 knots. Selected. Minus 3,000 feet per minute. Set.
$3,000 might have been a bit too much.
1,000 to go. Altitude hold engaged. Heading to course.
Well, the course is going to change in just a moment.
Heading 225. Check. Flight level 064. Check. 220 knots. Selected. Vertical speed engaged. Minus 2,000 feet per minute. Set. Minus 2,300 feet per minute. Selected. Minus 2,600 feet per minute. Check.
Go flaps to 1.
Minus 2,400 feet per minute. Selected. Minus 2,200 feet per minute. Check. 180 knots. Set. Altitude 3,300 feet. Set. Localizer engaged.
I have to lower the landing gear to get that speed down.
Minus 2,800 feet per minute. Set.
Flaps 5.
Altitude 1,700 feet. Check. Glide slope on.
Yeah, I try to capture it from above, which is not something I usually do.
Minus 2,500 feet per minute. Check. 170 knots. Selected. Glide slope capture. Altitude 5,000 feet. Set.
Flaps 15.
60 knots. Selected.
Flaps 20. Flaps 25 are fully configured, or about to be once the flaps come down, and we have the spoilers armed, and we have the landing gear down.
Autoland 3. 145 knots. Set.
Should be breaking out of the clouds now at any moment. I can see the ground below me, but this is poultry. This is atrocious weather. Oh, now I'm starting to see something.
Approaching 1-5.
Auto throttle on. 500. 400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse green. 11 hours and 1 minute. Oh. Brakes are powerful there. I barely tapped them and they definitely turned on. Alright, welcome to Rio de Janeiro. flaps up. We made the exit that we wanted to, actually. Start the APU. We should have everything turned off that we need to have turned off and everything on that we need on, except the APU, which is coming alive now. And it's on now. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll watch the replay of the landing, but of course Flight Factor doesn't really do replays. They have their own replay, but it's only alive for 10 minutes. It's kind of a strange thing. It's not really worth it. No, we're not going there. We're coming to this one, gate 50. They're 777. We're not going to take the little Mars gates. Doesn't.
Yes, sir.
All doors to manual mode.
Aye, sir. Disarmed.
So what I'm going to do this a bit differently than normal. I'm going to run the replays first, and then I'm going to come back and then do the whole arrival procedure thing. I disconnected from VATSIM, very good. God damn it. Oh no, the airport is loaded in. See, this is the problem with the flight factor. It doesn't show. But I mean, a pretty smooth landing. Pretty good on the center line. Touchdown zone quite good. And now I'm finally loaded in the ground textures. Give it just a tiny bit of rudder there. Oh yeah, you can't even see the. Oh my god, there's a car driving on the road. But yeah, you can't even see the plane, or you can barely see it from here. Alright, so now that that's out of our system, we're gonna go back to the gate. Get these guys to connect, and then, oh.
This is the captain. Hope you are all doing well today.
Ground here.
Chalks gate.
We are in need of some equipment.
What can I bring you?
Shots. Warding gate.
Roger.
Please open the hatch.
Very well, sir.
We need that door open.
Of course, sir.
Alright then, I mean, this looks pretty good. We're gonna end the stream once these guys make it over to the airplane. And then we're gonna start up again in an hour to an hour and a half. I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna prepare the flight to Buenos Aires. This is the ex Mija scenery for Galileo, by the way. Quite a good scenery. Let me turn off my transponder. I mean, ex Mija makes excellent sceneries. Alright, that's enough screenshots. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll see you guys in an hour and a half or so. And we'll fly on to Buenos Aires. Alright, thank you very